This particular week in November 2025, I launched something pretty major. Hold on, before you roll your eyes and you're like, oh my gosh, another influencer trying to sell you something. No, this is an absolutely free resource for you to use, and you'll see the 500 plus hours of work on top of the emotional roller coaster ride that I chose to ride this particular week. Homemade coffee is always so good. So you're currently watching present day 2026 Vidya, but I took a little bit of a personal break due to some very personal-ish. But you bet during that time I have filmed quite a bit and we have some major catching up to do. And if you're new here, hello, hi. My name is Vidya. I am the founder of Chatty Diaries, and this is a space that blends in the most delicious ways food, storytelling, and building a community both online and in real life, because that part really matters to me, and doing it in the most authentic way that I can. Dropping a food review series that I call Desi Girl Approved every Fridays and some select Saturdays, and it's just my way of showcasing things to do, hotspots, and even BIPOC food brands that matter to me. Now, this series that I do is a completely 100% self-funded. When I collaborate with other food brands and other hotspots, it is my hard-earned money that goes into it. I don't get this, none of these are paid collaborations or brand deals in exchange for like food and things like that. This is just my way of paying it forward to the communities that built our neighborhoods, and it is the immigrant community that makes it so vibrant, that makes it so culturally historic. But also, these Desi Girl vlogs are just my way of showing you that I'm just a 32-year-old brown Desi girl living in Toronto, trying to literally live my life. Currently in my home city of Windsor, Ontario, but we'll get to that when we get to that vlog. And, you know, showing you also unfiltered, like some behind the scenes of being a food creator and some also just vulnerable chit chats like right now. So with that, let's start from the beginning. Do a little bit of chores before we can make ourselves a coffee. So cue the B-roll. Don't wanna be a one-man woman. Got me stranded like a boat in the sand. Just the thought of not spreading my wings drives me crazy. Dressing up, fixing my skirt. Always prepared, you never know who shows up around the corner. Maybe it's that director. Now, let's make some coffee. I have like load 1 of dishwashers going on. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out the angles of these cameras. Oh, this is nice. How's it going? Sometimes I get in my head when it comes to these Desi girl vlogs, and I need to constantly remind myself why I started this in the first place. Let me just wash my hands. I have some major like social anxiety. I just want to get better. Sorry. I just want to get better at talking to you guys and talking to the camera. I think I tend to do better when there's like a scripted audio and then I have to say it, or if you were just like, you know, a human being just hanging in my kitchen. It's still very weird for me, but you know, first time for everything, you know what I mean? What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, let's make some coffee. This week is launch week for the Desi Girl approved food brands and hotspots spreadsheet. So I thought I'd vlog it just for my future reference, in case future Vidya wants to look back at this and be like, oh my god. Anyway, cringe, but still at the same time. Sorry, my hair is... I washed my hair yesterday. I just like deep conditioned it, but I didn't wash my scalp. So today I need to re-wash my hair. Girl problems, honestly. There's a lot of noises happening right now. My little bit of coffee. Today's gonna be a sugar day. You'll see why. I rarely put sugar in my coffee these days, but sometimes, you know, you just need to treat yourself. Someone drilling. I was like, is that a phone? No, that's a drill. Somebody is drilling upstairs. Ooh. I don't know if you saw that, but that was a delicious pour. It's hot. All right. Cheers. Cheers. That is what I needed. Wrapped a paper towel around it because ceramic gets a little bit hot, but it cools down over time. Yeah. I did not burn my tongue. Or maybe I did a little. Maybe the roof of my mouth this time around. Some guy's drilling upstairs. Please do not mind. I have like a bookshelf thing and that thing is shaking because of the drilling noise. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to this Desi Girl vlog. I thought I'd pick up the camera because this week is launch week for the Desi Girl approved free Google spreadsheet that includes over 500 BIPOC food brands as well as hotspots in Toronto, Vancouver, Bangalore, India. There's also a little Google form in it where you can also add your favorite hotspot in your city and help me grow the list actually, because it's only me doing this. So yesterday I recorded the launch video that'll go up on Saturday. Today I need to edit it and finalize it. Then I need to actually prepare the blog post. It'll be the first blog post on Chatty Diaries. Chatty Diaries did start off as a food blog mainly before videos, you know, became a thing. And then I took it down because, you know, no one was paying attention to it, but also secondly, like, that wasn't my focus. And so I then turned to YouTube and focusing on building my website a little bit. Now I feel ready to relaunch what the blog post 2.0 would look like. Oh no, he's back. Drill guy's back. Anyway, I have to write a very special blog post. It's none other than with OGE. This is a brand you know I've been working with for some time, and this is all for free. Like, none of these have been paid. This is just my way of paying it forward. I'm really excited because this one, it includes a deep dive with the founder of OGD, Vresh. Eventually, as I mentioned, like, I want to somehow make this into like a video podcast episode, but I'm still figuring out the logistics of how this would work, because a lot of these founders, you know, they're not located in Toronto. But also, you know, I wanted to make this still in the realm of cooking somehow, so don't worry, that is a future goal. But for now, I'm excited to take you along on this mini launch journey. The only thing I've launched before was my website. That was when I had like 20 followers, which was like maybe my friends. But now, the 2 months that I took time to put myself out there, and mainly because of Desi Girl Approved, it took me a while to figure out a series that I love to do regardless of who's watching, you know what I mean? Even without anyone watching. I think that's how the best way to put it. And so finally I stumbled upon Desi Girl Approved, and I also wanted to do it in a way that's authentic, because, you know, I mentioned in a previous vlog that everything's a hidden gem, and then on the other hand, everything's like, you know, positive reviews for like paid transactional collabs. And so I'm like, what is more authentic than me giving reviews like a customer would for food that I paid for and for product that I paid for? We see a lot of this in the makeup world, but we don't see a lot of this in the food world. So I want to be the first brown Desi creator to, you know, connect you with other food products as well as hotspots, and you also leave your recommendations of your hotspots in your city. That way when I am there, I can check it out. You know, the spreadsheet would help a lot, as opposed to this like redundancy we see on Google reviews, where a lot of them are paid reviews. So this is, you know, just my way of being very unfiltered, raw, and real, but at the same time, like, genuinely sharing the ones that I genuinely have been loving. There's a lot, actually. Even in Toronto alone, there are so many that I've heard of that I've been wanting to go. So I'm still figuring out how, you know, I would take this camera out to like a restaurant setting, but also, you know, respecting other people's privacy. I work in the legal field as a law clerk and a legal assistant, so privacy is a huge deal for me. That's why I got this camera, because it like automatically blurs everyone else but me. The bokeh effect that it has. But on the other hand, I have like tremendous social anxiety. So I'm hoping bit by bit we get to tackle that. Let's just say skill to add in my repertoire, you know what I mean? To be able to, you know, take this camera out willy-dilly and without any fear of judgment, because that's where this is all stemming from. I need to get to some work and then I will check back in. I don't know if I'll check back in today, but we will check back in. Yay! This week is lunch week! There's like a literal mess behind me, but like, I don't care. I honestly do not care. You do this too, where in your side table you have your water as well as like your coffee, drinks in line. just updating all my Linktree links. I don't know, I'm a hit or miss when it comes to Linktree. If you don't know, they, you know, use your own data and then they sell it. You're essentially paying so that they can get free data from you and your website and your clicks and things like that. So I'm always a little apprehensive. The workaround about it is just, you know, creating your own landing page if you have a website. I'm like a hit or miss on it when it comes to that. Sometimes, you know, it definitely helps, and sometimes I just feel maybe it's a little redundant. If I put you here, can you see me? What's up? Again, the hair is a mess. Be right back, be right back. And just like that, we're back. Today is officially launch day, or pre-game of the launch. Tomorrow is when the launch video officially goes live, but today is when episode 12 of Desi Girl Approved goes live, so there has been a lot and we need to catch up. But first, coffee. Discard. Okay. Are you ready for the pour? Isn't she beautiful? I like. Good morning. I needed this. That is delicious. So, the day has arrived. Everything is all done and set in stone for tomorrow's official launch video that goes live both on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. I'm very, very excited for you to get your hands on this Desi Girl Approved free Google spreadsheet. I kind of, you know, bit more than I can chew because I have an ugly spreadsheet that I have. And then for you guys, I'm making it pretty and things like that. And the formatting of it all, it's what's taking me a lot longer to do. No, it's just me, myself, and I don't have a team to do this. So I can't really outsource this task to someone else to do, you know, a little bit throughout the week. It's me doing all of this together. So please keep that in mind. Don't come at me being like, you promised for, you will get the over 500, you will. But I don't want you to see the ugly version. I'd rather you see like a nice curated one that's, you know, easy to follow. You know what I mean? So with that all being said, hopefully by the time you guys are watching, the official launch video would have released by now. So I'm quite excited for you guys to get your hands on it and use it. As I mentioned in the launch video, this is only version 1, and I'm really, really looking forward to your feedback on what 2.0 would look like. And if you have any recommendations of like favorite coffee shops, bakeries, or just mom and pop shops that you know should be recognized, drop them in the comments down below, and I'd love to read them, get to know the owners and the faces behind the food brands as well as food spots from your city. I think that is what makes us, you know, a part of community. Like, you know, community is thrown around in the influencer digital content creator area a lot, but a lot of it is, you know, building community in real life and building community also online. So I'm trying my best to sort of bridge that gap. I think there's so much more value when it comes to meeting someone in person, shaking their hands or giving them a hug and seeing, you know, what they do, how they've, you know, been running this business, the hustle that goes behind the hard work. Every logo and every product you see is like thousands of people behind it. In the last 48 hours, like a lot has happened. Don't forget about that. I think I'm understanding like what I need to do in terms of marketing elements. Like I didn't have enough time to market this actually in a proper way. Instead, I just sort of put it out there and then I did the marketing after it was out there. Kind of learning that like having people and having a team really does help in launches and things like that, because it helps to not put so many eggs in my basket. I always say, you know, the stars are never the limit, because in reality the stars aren't the limit. And I know in some near future, you know, future Vidya is gonna look back at this and be like, what was I thinking? But the reality is like I've learned a lot. I'm understanding it a little bit more than I did in the beginning of this week, as I was staying up at 3 a.m. trying to write down all the names and copying, pasting it and formatting it so that, you know, there's little check boxes for everything. You know, I'm hoping that I can go down the list of hotspots myself. And the whole idea is that you can also put your reviews, make it into something unique. Ever you are in the area and you're like, wait, I saw Vidya doing, you know, a post about this. Let's go and try the food. Like that's what I hope to encourage you to do. And if you also find something that you're like, I tried the so-and-so cookie at so-and-so bakery and I absolutely loved it, needs to be added, Vidya needs to know about this, you know, that's when I know that there is value in this spreadsheet and there's value in what I'm doing right now. That's the potential that I can see this. And I'm nervous speaking because, you know, when you put something out there, there's always judgment and there's always this element of it not being perfect. And one element I will say that I'm really, really proud about me and myself this year is I'm not afraid to show up that I'm trying. If you just want to take YouTube alone, I've started the year with like the meal prep series and what I eat in a week and then the from my diaries, but like after 3 episodes I just sort of knock off. I just sort of choose something else, and that's sort of the pattern only because I just felt fake or I just felt not myself. And Desi Girl approved. It's the one thing that I'm able to come back to. That and Desi Girl Guide are the 2 ones that bring me a lot of joy to film and curate and create. I'm trying as much as, you know, you are too, and I'm not afraid to fail. I've grown up in a household like where it was sort of looked down upon if you fail, you know what I mean? You know, if my future kids are watching this, if you are watching this and you need this, like failure is actually part of life. You cannot succeed without failure, and multiple times of failing. Sometimes you need to be okay with that. The only profession that I can think of when it comes to, you know, failing multiple times is actors. 9 times out of 10 they're not getting the audition, but they put so much work into memorizing the line, getting the callback, and then going in and then doing the, you know, the prep work I'm sure that's needed before the day of going to, and then shooting, and then coming back and then being told, okay, you know what, someone else got the role or someone else got the part. And let me be the representation that it's okay to show up for yourself, and it's okay to show up trying. The other example I can think of is when like what I've noticed is like there's a lot of discourse of, especially towards men, like a lot of men who post like lifestyle content. I've seen, you know, a lot of videos where they show like the behind the scenes of them filming it, and people in the comments will be like, oh, that's so cringe, like you have this much time in the day running back and forth on the tripod and back up. And to that I say, like, why are we so judgmental to see someone just trying? What is so cringe about that? That is just the human experience. Like, they are showing the human experience of you riding a bicycle for the first time. Trying 10% and probably failing 1000%. We can be a little bit kinder to anyone who is just trying, because that's what we're doing. We're just trying. And the only guarantee actually we have is death. We are brought into this earth. The only thing we are guaranteed is that someday in this lifespan we're going to off the face of the earth. So that in between is the trying. I do want to do my meal prep videos again, but I think I'm gonna integrate it more into like a vlog style. I genuinely love this Desi Girl vlogs, and it feels very natural to me, and I think that's where I'm leaning towards. That Cheek Diaries will be about Desi Girl vlogs and Desi Girl approved food reviews. And in these vlogs, you know, you'll get anything from recipes to, you know, lifestyle content and food, and also a lot of behind the scenes when it comes to running Cheek Diaries. In other news, there's a shit ton of clothes behind me. You know when you declutter but then you make a bigger mess? It actually was. So I first, you know, did this, and then my roommate walked in and she's like, what did you do? And I'm like, yeah. This vlog is going to be kind of the start mini series of decluttering my life, as well as this desk situation. I hate it. I want to figure out a way where I can put this camera over there and do all my makeup stuff there, and then the desk area is for, you know, just chill vibes, you know what I mean? This kind of talking session, chit chats. Yeah, and then I have a whole pantry. No, I did not leave you in a cliffhanger ending. It's just, listen to me. If I had combined the launch day clips with the clips that you just saw, it would be a 48-minute, oh my god, we'd be here forever. Or is that something you want? If that is so, please help your Desi Girl out, letting me know in the comments down below. You'll find that I'm a creator that actually takes my time to reply back to your comments, every single comment. So with that credential and the fact that I would love for us to hit 10K beautiful souls before 2027, please subscribe, because there are a lot more vlogs we gotta catch up on, not to mention an entire spice and pantry organization on top of an entire Windsor vlog. Bye. Oh yeah, remember to keep smiling, beautiful soul. Bye.